it's heavy hitter time outside the Beacon Hill studio. Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, Peter Cadgis, formerly of the late Boston Phoenix. Gentlemen, a number of issues to get to. Let's start with John McCain, who spent Memorial Day in Syria meeting with the rebels, Cosmo, and this has caused a little bit of controversy. Whose side are you on here?
I guess it's not sanctioned diplomacy by the administration. It's not exactly amateur diplomacy either. He's a U.S. Senator with tremendous experience, including in the military service. And Dennis Rodman wasn't with him, right? So I think it's okay.
That's the one plus, yes. But who's he representing? Because I don't know that the Republican Party wants us to go into Syria either, do they?
Yeah, I think he's representing the ideals that he has as how this policy ought to be maintained and presented. But it does look like it could undermine the official U.S. diplomacy in the administration when you've got a senator on his own doing that.
Well, I have three thoughts, VB. One, this is McCain still not getting over the fact that he was not elected president. Two, I don't have a big problem with this. I mean, as Cosmo said, he's a senior guy. Three, this is not our war. You have Hezbollah, the Lebanese terror group, working to shore up the Assad administration. Then you have Al-Qaeda and jihadists among those, not the only ones, trying to overthrow it. I mean, America just has to ask itself, do we really want to get involved here? My answer is no.
And that's the ultimate question. What does McCain accomplish by meeting with the rebels when the president is not doing that? We'll have to wait and see on that, I guess. Let's get a little closer at home, right down the street, as a matter of fact, where the mayor's been staying. We find out today that the mayor going in for a little prostate surgery today. We're told that it is not cancer-related. We're told that it is a harmless operation that he's having, Cosmo.
Harmless and non-threatening and really uncomfortable and unpleasant are not mutually exclusive. So it may be harmless, non-threatening, thank God, and that it's not cancer. But I got to tell you, a procedure like that, there ain't nothing fun about that, so God bless the mayor.
Yeah, no, listen, once again, you know, my heart goes out to the Menino family. He certainly had his health issues. But I think this is a testimony to the fact that, not his hospitalization, the fact that he, you know, can be away from his office so much is a testimony to the fact that Boston is managerially in pretty good shape.
Because he can be out of service and it's running fine.
Yes, and I think that's a testimony to his long-term solidity as a mayor.
It's also a reminder that for himself and for his family, he probably made the right decision not long ago.
Elective prostate surgery is something I'm not sure. That phrase is a weird one.
No, but I'll tell you.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
not
ending
running.
his. Not
I just want to know if Obamacare would have covered this and whether they would allow him to do it.
I'm sure it would have.
I'm not so sure about that. Hold on. Let me move on because I got a minute left. You guys just heard.
Elective root canal. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. So Gene Levant's going to be in the Red Sox booth today for the fourth inning.
Yeah.
My question is this, Cosmo. What advice do you have for Gene as he steps into the booth?
Gino, say breaking ball a lot. Don't say cutter. And use the possessors and the pronouns. Top of the fifth, bottom of the ninth. Don't do the top five, bottom two, top six. None of that. Use the possessors and the pronouns. Throwback, it works.
Wow, you got some bitterness and hostility. You're not a fan of Ursillo and the Rem Dog? What gives?
My advice to Gene is pretty simple. If someone asks you a question like, who's your favorite player growing up, have a simple answer. Don't pull an Obama.
Well, I'm still waiting for the president to come up with a player. We all remember that famous one. Well, if you were there and you got that question, Cosmo, what player's name would you drop?
Freddie Lynn, of course until I met him. But Fred Lynn, absolutely.
Oh, Ted Williams.
There you go. And Gene probably did meet Ted Williams. A little shot at Gino there. Outrageous. Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates playing under adverse circumstances. We appreciate that, Cosmo. Peter Cadgis, formerly of the Phoenix. They are the heavy hitters.